Italian dressing. We've got sage, a leaf of basil, a couple sprigs of mint, yummy, a tiny bit of rosemary, and a lot of oregano, because I'm really feeling like I want more of the oregano flavor. And I'm making a pretty small amount here because there's really only 2 people in my immediate household. So this is just like a single, not a single serving batch, but like a single person household kind of batch. Or really just like if you want to just use it for one meal for multiple people, or like you're just going to use it over the course of a day. Like I'm going to have some with my lunch right now, and then probably have some for dinner. And I'm not going to put it in the refrigerator or anything. I'm just going to leave it out. So there's really no need to refrigerate. I'm not going to put egg or anything like that in it today. So we're just going to start with that. These are our herbs. So I'm just going to crunch these up. We're going to put these in the mortar and pestle here just a minute. But it helps to have them chopped up a little bit before you make a paste with the mortar and pestle. So just chop these up just a little bit. You can use parsley if you like. I don't really like parsley, so I don't use it, but you know, there's a lot of different herbs that you can use. And if you have a garden, you know, just grab some herbs from the garden and throw them in. And if you like gardening, you know, plant some herbs. If you have a flower garden, you know, there's really no reason you can't just add some edibles in there too. They smell really, really nice when the wind blows just the right way. And it's going to give you a nice, fresh, inexpensive source of kitchen ingredients. Okay, actually not ready yet. Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit of garlic. Probably just 1 clove because it's a small batch. Crunch it, peel it off here. I'm really terrified of chopping my fingers off, so I kind of chop slow. It's an irrational fear, but you know, I guess not really. It's practical. You could chop your fingers off or nip them. Ooh. Okay, so then I've got some diced onion here. This is leftover from a dressing or a dinner or a salsa I made last night. So I'm just going to dump those in the bowl. This is in replacement for like dried onion powder or dried garlic. Just gonna use the fresh stuff. Got a lot more flavor, a little bit more moisture. Okay, I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of coarse Hawaiian sea salt. This also aids in grinding these things up, kind of like a little bit abrasive, but it will eventually get into a nice paste, which is what we're gonna want, because it's easier to mix. Okay, so I'm not going to talk anymore because I'm going to grind and speed this up. But the trick to using a mortar and pestle is going not so much slowly, but it's not a process that you really can rush. I'm going to speed it up on the video, so it's going to look faster. But you got to just kind of like press and like rub, kind of like grind. It's definitely not like pounding. Don't pound. I've had one of these lost to pounding, so okay. I am doing a little bit of very, very light, it's not pounding, but it's more of like a tapping. I mean, I'm barely moving my hand, you can see that. It's like doot, 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 doot. Just barely tapping it. It's definitely not like pounding. This is not a poi pounder, people. Just a little bit, okay?
That's further out. I'll get your things and you can get mine. We'll find a way, we'll find the time.
Okay, so I've got this into a pretty good paste. I'm trying, well, you really can't see that well from over here. It's gonna kind of look funny because the onions are a different color. And the onions are just, you know, they're mushed, they're kind of pasty, but it's definitely, you know, it's still kind of chunky, but this is all good. Our flavors are definitely released in there. It's all juicy. It's looking yummy. It smells really good. And so I'm going to put this into this bottle here for the ease of demonstration. So I can just shake it up, pretend, and it's easier to pour from the bottle. But anyways. Okay. So, got our stuff in the bottle. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of vinegar. And generally, I'm just like a ratio person. So, it makes more sense to me to just do it like I know that there needs to be 2 parts of vinegar, 5 parts of oil. So, and if I mess it up, I just add more or less of one or the other. So that's about 2 parts. Maybe. Like I said, I don't want to make a whole lot. Maybe I'll just put a little bit more. So, say 2. So that's 5. So let's add a little bit more. Because we do have all that salt in there. Okay, that's looking better. Alright, starting to look like Italian dressing. Alright. Okay, so put that away. And I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit of honey. Honey is a good emulsifier, which means it kind of helps things mesh together, and generally water or oil. Water and oil don't mix, right? And oil and vinegar are kind of in the same category in that department. So we help with the honey to keep things all together. This is really good honey too. A lot of times egg is used in a recipe, which is also an emulsifier. But just not to gross you guys out right away, I'm not going to use a raw egg in my dressing. Although it tastes really good, and it is really good. And I have pretty good eggs. I mean, yeah. Anyways. So, next, olive oil. Delicious olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Cold pressed here, people. Cold pressed. Look at that rich, delicious color. Is that 5 parts yet? I look like about 5 parts. Not quite. Probably up to about there. Looks at least 2 to 4. Okay, now we're going to do a taste test, because I'm a big fan of the taste testing, and I believe in it. Because if it doesn't taste good, you're not going to want to eat it. Also, a perk of cooking in your own kitchen. You can taste as much as you want. Now, you know, if you're going to be serving company and things like that, company that's not Ohana, well, probably I'd just measure that out, taste in a separate container with like fresh spoons. That's what I do. Nice golden color, because this is like the real deal olive oil. This isn't like canola oil, soybean oil, vegetable oil. This is like the good stuff. Pretty good. Oh yeah. I'm ready for my salad. Let me show you my lovely salad I have prepared. You see that? I felt like doing lines and things today. I don't know why. I don't usually do that. I kind of just put it all on there. But I've got fresh cucumbers, fresh cherry tomatoes, fresh radish over some mixed greens and a little bit of sprouts, and some yummy, yummy, yummy medium boiled eggs. You can do hard boiled if you want, but I like a medium boiled. I just like the texture better. So, you know, that is my salad right there. I'm not going to eat it in front of you guys because I'm really messy, but I just wanted to share with you a quick and easy Italian dressing recipe. So there you have it. Have fun. Aloha. See you soon.